We are. Holy cow. I was gonna get another cup of coffee and stuff, but I got some things to share. I gotta figure out what's going on. What's going on with things. I gotta work some stuff out. So give me a second here. I'm gonna try and oh shoot, you know what? I don't even have my give me one second here. There Yeah, let me know you can hear me, guys. Yeah, let me know you guys can hear me. Let me know. I'm kind of setting up here. I wasn't expecting. I like put everything in the description and everything, and I was gonna go ahead and get ready to do this, and I wasn't ready, and it kind of caught me off guard. How you doing, YouTube? How you doing? Loud Italian here. How you doing? How you doing? If you haven't read in this description, oh my goodness, I have some stuff for you. Let me know you can hear me. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know you can hear me. I have this whole thing. It's so funny. Like, look at the setup here, right? I have this whole setup, and I don't even have. Oh my god, this is so awkward. I was gonna have all this set up and everything, and it's just not working out. Let me know you can hear me. Let me know. Can you hear me? You can hear me, right? Can you hear me? YouTube? YouTube? Can you hear me? I got some stuff to cover today. Oh my goodness. I came prepared. I have notes. YouTube, I have notes. I got some hilarious stuff to cover today. I dropped the kids off at school. They're going to go see I can't even say it. Toy Story 5. Any Toy Story fans out there, light up the chat. Anyone going to go see Toy Story? My kids are going to go do that. My wife had to pull some money out and everything for for their um their popcorn and stuff, right? And that got me thinking about some stuff, right? Cold movie theaters, right? Like all that stuff. So let me know. Let me know you can hear me. Yeah, I think you can hear me, right? You can hear me, right? YouTube, how you doing out there? How you doing? I'm running on a little coffee, right? But I wanted to cover some stuff, right? Like YouTube, let me ask you something. When is it okay? When is it okay to throw away birthday bags, right? When you get a birthday bag, when you get a birthday bag from your significant other, your spouse, when is it okay to throw away your birthday bag, right? When is it okay? Is it at any time ever awkward to like throw it away within a day? Do you save it for a day, a week? Do you save it for a month? I mean, when is it okay? And is it okay to like go ahead and like give that bag back. Like if you were to wrap a gift and you gave it back around like their birthday or Christmas time, is that okay? Is that okay to do? What is that about? YouTube? YouTube, how you doing? How you doing? Um, I got questions, right? And I got a thing for my birthday, right? Check that out. Bro, I got no viewers. I mean, this is how it starts. Now I got 12. Hey, we gotta take that first step, right? It's always the most terrifying. And I actually wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I was like getting myself all ready to go. Like, let me know you can hear me. Red ass, red AS, I can't spell today for some reason. I don't know. FVR. Yeah, let me know you can hear me, right? Let me know. I'm rocking this, mic mini here, so let me know you can hear me. I was so caught off guard. No, I don't no, not at all. Yeah, hey Jax. Yeah, I'm asking like when is it okay to throw away birthday bags, right? Like it was my birthday yesterday. Hey, happy birthday, 44 years old. I got a nice present. My wife, she's great. She does a lot. And she hooked me up with something that I've been looking for. I've been sending her photos for like a month. Hey, how are you, David? Hey, Ergo. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's keep it professional, right? Let's keep it I'm gonna try to be language free and that sort of thing. Hey, good to see you. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. I got some stuff that I wanted to share. I dropped my kids off at school, right? They're gonna go see Toy Story 5. Any Toy Story fans out there? I grew up with like the first one. And I kind of fell off on the ones in between that, and apparently there's a number five. I mean, I do love some Tim Allen. I grew up with Home Improvement. I do love Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is fantastic. I mean, Wilson. I mean, Castaway. I mean, come on, forget about it, right? Splash and stuff, right? I'm 44, right? So I grew up in the late 80s, early 90s. I'm an elder millennial, if that matters to you. But yeah, anyway, I'm like, when is it okay to throw away birthday bags? And like, when is it not okay to throw away birthday bags, right? Like you receive a gift from someone, like a spouse, right? Is it okay at any time within the next like couple of days to throw away? Do I need to save it? Do I need to like fold it up and put it away? And am I now if that happens and I do save it, do I take that bag and do I put gifts into it, right? And do I give it back at one point in the time in the future? I don't know, right? Like I'm gonna hang on to it, I think, right? But yeah, and like, let's see what else. I got that covered. When is it okay? Like movies, right? Let me ask you something, YouTube. Is it is it unusual to want to go see a movie by yourself? Is it like, do you reach a certain age when you're like, you know what? Nobody wants to go see a movie with me. That's okay. I'm gonna go see a movie by myself, right? Is that, or do you roll with a certain group when you go see a movie? And why are movie theaters so cold? I mean, enough. Like, are they not trying to have people go in and sit down and have a good time? You know what I mean? You got to bring a blanket and a beanie and like a sweatshirt to a movie theater? What's that about? YouTube, YouTube. What's going on with that? Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Shout out to Mike, Jax Money, Ergado, David. We got a lot of new people in here. I belong to many fandom. It's not fun. Hey, how you doing, YouTube? YouTube, I have questions. You know what I mean? And maybe you guys can help me answer them, right? I'm trying to be more consistent with my videos. I'm trying to find my what do they say? Niche. if I pronounced that right. I'm trying to figure out when is the right time, right? When is the right time? Is there any time for that? And popcorn. Like I love me some popcorn. Like what do you guys eat when you go to a movie theater? Do you bring your own popcorn? Do you have like your spouse like pop up some corn, or do you bring some food, right? Cuz it's super expensive. And I don't think the people at the movie theater really care. I mean, have you taken a good look, YouTube? Have you taken a good look at the people that are like, you don't even rip tickets anymore. You don't go to the ticket counter anymore. You go and buy, like, you get like a QR code, a quick reference code. What's that about? A quick reference code, and you just show that little thing to the person there that has no, he doesn't care. He doesn't. I mean, even if you were gonna like just walk into the theater and go see the movie, they're like, "Hey, peace," 'cause there's, like, no one there, right? Like, sometimes I feel like I'm going to a movie and I'm like, I'm part of that, that selective group that gets to go see a movie before the rest of the population does. I mean, I go to a movie early, right? Right? And I go to a movie like 9:30, 10 in the morning, like one of the first showings, right? But I'm wondering though, like, cause I like popcorn. Is it ever too early? Is it ever too early to eat popcorn? Right? And why is popcorn so expensive? Right? Right? Sometimes I don't mind if they have like this really cool way of like, taking the bag and like having like they're having a good time with what they're doing. But I haven't like experienced that lately. But I like those people who add a little personality to it, right? I love those people who I like love what they're doing, and they're hooking in a jabbing, you know what I mean? They're like a ball, you know what I mean? They're doing ankle breakers and stuff. They got that bag, right? They got the scooper and they're doing all this stuff, right? And then they like swirl it, right? They swirl it from the bottom all the way up, and they add a little more popcorn to it, and they swirl it some more and they add a little bit more, right? And they kind of throw it at you a little bit, right? They do that little throw, you know what I mean? And it kind of does that little spin like it's a basketball, right? I like that. I like a little like showmanship, right? And I don't feel so bad, right? I don't feel so bad. And then we have that group of friends that we love to go see movies with, right? And what happens when you have another person, right, on the outside, and they find out that you went to go see a movie and they wanted to see that movie, right? And they want to like get in, right? They want to kind of get into that group. And you're like, I don't know, right? Like I'm not really opening up that job applicant, like I'm not hiring, right? I have the people that I like to see a movie with, and that's just kind of like your group, right? When you get to a certain age, I mean, I'm 44, right? I'm 44. And so like if you know what I mean, if anything, I'm trying to lose some people, if you know what I mean? Like I don't need to have a large group of people. You know what I mean? I want to go in, I want to, you know what I mean? Like I'm getting a private screening for a movie, and that's about it, right? That's about it, YouTube. You know what I mean? Let me know. Let me know. Any movies that you want to see this year? Any movies that are you okay going to a movie by yourself? What kind of food do you eat when you go to the movie theater? And the seats. Let me tell you something about those seats, right? The seats at the movie theater. What's going on with the seats at the movie theater, YouTube? What's going on? I feel like they're getting very, very large. Okay. And they're like weirdly slippery, right? When you go and you sit into and you sit into a seat at the movie theater, right? You settle in, like you like select your seats ahead of time. And I like to be in the back, right? I'm military and that sort of thing. I like to be in the back. I like to be in the corner, and I like to kind of do my survey. I do my little sweep from left to right, right? I feel confident. I feel capable, right? Hey, we're talking about movie theaters right now. My kids went to go see Toy Story 5. It made me think about some things, right? Is it too early? Is it ever too early to eat popcorn, right? What kind of social group do you run with when you go see a movie, right? I mean, I got questions, YouTube. YouTube, I have questions, right? And what's going on with the USB ports inside, like the sides of the seat, right? And they had the little buckets and like that. They had the little buttons, right? And then the seats just kind of go right, and they go up, and then you just kind of slide back, right? And you're just kind of like that. What's that about, YouTube? What's that about? Let me know. And let me know you can hear me, right? Shout out to all these people that jumped in the chat. Thank you. Thank you, YouTube. Appreciate you, right? Appreciate you. Um, Hope you're doing well this morning. Thank you. Maybe you're making yourself a cup of coffee, maybe you're on the toilet, maybe you're starting your work day, maybe your day off, right? I'm relaxing. You know what I mean? I'm kind of chilling out a little bit. I dropped my kids off at the not figuratively. I literally did that. And you know what I mean? And I got home and man, like I don't know about my animals. Like I don't know if I can say it's because I'm not really a pet kind of guy, right? I'm not doing the like I don't do the pet thing, right? Like I grew up with the father who took our cat and like drove it out to a neighborhood, right? And let it go into an expensive neighborhood and was like, be free, be free. Not joking about that, right? And then he came back and he was like, yeah, the cat ran away or whatever, right? We had a cat and his name's High Tops, right? He had like boots or whatever on his feet, and that's what we called him when we were a kid. When I was a kid, my sister was about 4 or 5 years younger than me, right? And he drove that like, and that's how I grew up, right? And then there was this dog that we had, right? It was this little English Terrier and stuff, and he hate walking that thing, and he was just like it was a crap factory. That's all it did. So shout out to any of you guys or gals or whoever out there, YouTube, who loves animals, like pets and stuff, right? I'm okay with that from like afar, but here's the deal, right? Like I find it extremely disrespectful when you get home and then you're greeted by a horrible smell, right? And you're greeted by the smell before you see it, right? You smell it before you see it. And I look over and I'm like, I know there's crap. There's a pile of crap in this house somewhere and I don't know where. The other day, we have a French bulldog. Okay, so maybe any of you guys out there who have a French or no, we have an English, no, a French bulldog. Yeah, that's right. I don't know what kind of dog I have. And it's his name is Bruce. You know what I mean? He's got those like ears, right? Just right. And yeah, he's like I woke up in the morning, he was making some sounds the other day, and I was like and like from my it was coming from my daughter and my daughter's room, you know, and I was like, "Oh no," right? And I was like I kind of thought about what was happening. I was like, "What am I going to walk into when I open this door?" I walk in to my daughter's bedroom and I smell this horrible smell, right? Oh my goodness, it was terrible. Horrible smell. And and I look over and I find this like neat stacked like swirl of a crap right on top of my daughter's pillow on her bed. And then right over to the left, like right over to the right of that was like a wet, like it urinated and crapped on my daughter's bed, right? And my daughter was nowhere. I'm glad that she wasn't on the bed. She was actually on the side. Like, and she has some like weird habits and stuff, right? Like, I guess we all do, but she likes to sleep on the floor, or sometimes she's in the living room and she's acting like a like, you know what I mean? She's like, you know what? I'm gonna be homeless. I'm gonna be a vagabond. See what they're like, right? So she's out there in the living room and she like sleeps, and there's like cardboard, right? It's like these people I see like if I'm in like in the city, right, underneath the freeway or whatever, and they've got like a tent, right, or they've got like cardboard or whatever that they're sleeping on. I'm like, what's that? YouTube, YouTube, what's that about? Huh? What's going on? Let me know y'all can hear me. Sound off in the comments, like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'm loud Italian. I got a lot to cover. I wrote notes, YouTube. YouTube, I wrote notes. How you doing out there? How you doing? And let me know. Is there a time where it's okay to throw away a bag that your spouse gave you? Right? Is that okay? Is there a time? And can you regift that back to someone else? Right? I wonder these things. Um, what else do we have? Yeah, the movie theaters are super cold, right? Um, is it too early for popcorn? Like, what do you eat when you go to the theater, right? Like, I love popcorn. I'm a popcorn kind of guy, but like 9:30, 10, like, like there's that cutoff and stuff that you would call someone in the morning. Is there a time in the morning where it's like too early to call? Like 8, 9, you know? I would say earlier than 8 if it's not an emergency, right? I wonder. Like and subscribe and leave a comment, right? Light up that chat, YouTube. YouTube. How you doing out there? How you doing? It's 9:46 a.m. Let me know how you doing out there. Let me know, right? Drop my kids off. They're gonna go see Toy Story 5 today. Um, now I want to talk about the attire and the behavior when you're dropping your kids off at school, right? Like from the time you roll up to the parking lot, do you drop your kids off like right there on the side of the sidewalk there, or do you like drive in and park and then walk in, right? We all have our like little systems and stuff, right? And I like to like slowly roll into the parking lot, you know what I mean? Like I'm an undercover narcotics agent, right? It's like CSI or something, you know what I mean? And I'm kind of rolling in there, right? And I kind of roll in a little bit, and then I kind of park, and I get really close, right? And then I have my kids file out on the right? Because I don't want them to be on the left side of the street because it's dangerous. Trying to be a responsible parent, so they hop out on the right and then they go in, right? And I let them run along, right? And then I meet them in the end. We all kind of have our strategies on doing that. And let me tell you something. I'm not one of those parents who like to socialize in the morning. I mean, if you're gonna talk to me, that's okay. All right. Like if you're gonna have a conversation with me, make it count, right? Like make it count. I don't want to like, you know what I mean? I wanna chit chat and stuff, right? I wanna have that long conversation. If you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you, but it's like I'm there to drop my kids off, you know what I mean? And I'm one of those parents that uses a black pen, okay? I sign like, if I drop them off at 8 in the morning, I don't write 8 AM, you know what I mean? I write 08, right? I write 0800 like I was in the military, and I am prior military and stuff, so but, yeah, I like doing that, right? I'm only like the only and I look at that list, right, and I see all those people, right? And I pride myself on, you know what I mean, on doing that, right? In the afternoon, I might pick them up. Like if I'm picking them up at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm not gonna write 4, right, dot 00 PM. I'm gonna write 1600 hours, right? Or 1600 right? Is anyone do that out there? Am I the weirdo that does that myself? YouTube, I got questions, right? This is why I do this sort of thing, right? Let me know. Let me know. How you doing out there, YouTube? How you doing? You doing good? You doing good? Jax, Ergato, David, I belong. How you doing out there? Right? Let me know how you're doing. 24 minutes in. Let me know. Let me know. Um, Trying to break into those 80s, right? So like, subscribe, leave a comment. Thank you so much for taking a chance on my channel. Thank you. Thank you for spending some of your morning with me, or your afternoons or your evenings, right? I'm over here on the West Coast. This is California, Northern California. Love it up here. Beautiful trees, beautiful lakes, right? I'm at that point in my age, right? Or my lifestyle, right? Like I'm not out there to like just, right? Like I don't want to spend a lot of time out, doing the thing like on my days off or whatever, right? I want to relax, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And I was like, I went roller skating yesterday, right? And it was like, and that's something I wanted to do, but it was like, and after an hour and a half, I was like, I was done, right? They were playing this like tribal jungle music and stuff now. Have you listened to the music that they play at roller skating rinks? Have you listened, YouTube? No wonder why people have headphones on. I brought headphones to the roller skating rink and they open up at noon. There was two school buses, right? Parked on the outside of the roller skating rink, right? And before that, we went to Starbucks. We went to a coffee shop and I don't know what's going on with the bathroom situation, but why do they have pin pads on the doors in the Starbuckses? Do they have that at other coffee shops? Do they have that at your coffee shop? They have that at my coffee shop. What's going on with that? What's going on with the pin pads? Are people like doing like nefarious acts inside the bathroom? Like you can't go to the bathroom? What's going on with that? What, you know what I mean? And like if what happens if you don't buy a drink and then you need to go to the bathroom? Like I get it in like bad neighborhoods and stuff, but when it's not like in a better neighborhood and they've got a pin pad above the handle that you open the door at a coffee shop, what's going on with that? What's happening with that? Does that bother you? And I swear those codes are getting longer, you know? Like I have to type in like a 16-digit freaking code. I'm not Tom Cruise and this is not Mission Impossible, right? I'm trying to use the bathroom, and I'm at that point in my life where it's like if I hold it longer than a period of time, something might happen. I might soil my pants, you know. I gotta go to the bathroom, right? You know what I mean? And the tip jar, why is there a tip jar? What did the person do for me to get a tip for a coffee? I had that in another episode, expensive coffees and Pokemon cards. Check that out. Check that out, YouTube. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. What, are you frustrated? I'm frustrated. What's going on with that? And then I go to this place, right? I go to the roller skating rink, right? And you know what I mean? And you got to rent the shoes, right? And my wife she actually like was part of this whole thing. I was proud of her. Shout out for people, right? Shout out for people who don't know how to roller skate. Any day it's a good time to learn how to roller skate. My wife grabbed onto me like with the vice grip, right? Right, and it was like, I can't feel my arm, but I'm not gonna say anything, right? And I'm holding her, right? And she's kind of trembling a little bit, but she's, and I'm trying to go left, right? And I'm, keep the chest elevated, belly button forward, right? Kind of pick where you're going, right? We all kind of have our method of roller skating. I'm proud of my wife, right? Proud of my wife for being out there and trying to roller skate, right? She did that. But and she got left and the right. Me, I got a pair of roller skates. They gave me two right shoes. They didn't give me a left and right. They gave me two rights. And I had to go back and I had one. I put my right on before my left and I didn't know that. And I was like, and I saw, because you know how you see those arcs that they're kind of going in a little bit, right? Left to right and right to left. And I got two rights, YouTube, and I had to go back to change this. This is only going to happen to me. This is only going to happen to me, YouTube. What's going on with that? What's going on? You can't match a left and a right anymore? Do people get trained anymore? Is it What's going on with that, YouTube? Like, subscribe, leave a comment. We talked about cold movie theaters today. We talked about, is it too early for popcorn? We talked about, is it okay to regift a bag? Like, when is it okay to throw away a bag? I got a beautiful packaging yesterday. My wife got me this controller here. I'm thinking about doing and I don't know if you can hear me, but do you hear that little rattling sound? You hear that? I was nervous. I actually had to kinda open it up a little bit, right? Because when you get a package, right, and you're like, "Man, I hope everything's intact." I don't know about you, but I love the R&D that goes into packaging. I don't know if I'm the only one here, but I absolutely love it, right? And I love the unboxing of it. I'm 44 years old now, right? 44, yeah, as of yesterday. And let me tell you, I love taking my time to open up a package. I love it, right? When you take and I've got an X-Acto knife, right? Take care with Drax. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Well, I'm good. We're good. We're good. But I love taking that like box cutter or that knife, right, and slicing that plastic. I don't want to ruin the packaging that the plastic is attached to. I want to open it up and I want to be like, I almost want to wear like white gloves, right? Or like latex gloves, like these unboxing videos. I find deep satisfaction in that. Oh my goodness, YouTube. That's a kind of that's a weird like idiosyncrasy, right? I really love that. I love doing that, YouTube. That's my thing. I love opening up a beautiful package. Um, it's fantastic. Um, anyway, I opened up that package and I was like, and it was like little product, right? And I was like, how are they gonna present this to me? Right? This is part of the price. So this is the excitement, right? What's it gonna look like inside the packaging? And I kind of opened it up, right? I opened it up and and it was just like some and it was like, the accessories and stuff, and the accessories inside the cardboard, right? The accessories inside the cardboard were, they were rattling a little bit, and that was about it. So yeah, yeah. I absolutely love a beautiful package. Wife got me a beautiful controller, a scuff controller licensed by Sony. It was fantastic. Um, yeah, and like I just, and I wanted to talk about like, man, I loved coming home yesterday. Oh, it felt so good. Like after everything was over, right? And we got the food, right? We got the food. I got home and I love coming home after a day, right? And you just want to come home and you just want to relax. And nothing is like, right? When you do a laundry, right? Or you have a spouse, your spouse or whatever is doing the laundry and the dryer, and then you pull out that warm favorite comfy pair of clothing that you want to relax in, that lounge wear that you're not going to wear out in public. But I'm not one of those people who will do that sort of thing, right? I kind of like will throw on a collared shirt, some shorts or something, right? I'm not trying to embarrass myself. I'm not trying to embarrass my kids, right? I want to teach them, you know what I mean, to be, add a little professionalism, right, to it. And what's going on with the urgency and the dragging of the feet when you're going places, right? I see this all the time. I hear it. You hear these people before you see them. I work with some of these people too, right? And they're like dragging their feet and you hear them, right? Or you hear their sounds, or they're like hacking or whatever, right? Or like these people who cough. Where were they when the pandemic happened? Right, 2019. Did they not learn anything? And what's with the tapping? If you're gonna try to get my attention, don't tap me. Don't tap me from behind YouTube. You know, come around. Come at my 12 o'clock. You know what I mean? And say, "Excuse me, I have a question." Right? And no quick questions. Take your time with your question, right? Don't apologize. You're not bothering me. You're not bothering me. I'm naturally bothered anyway, so just, you know what I mean? Out with it. I'm here to help, right? Um, what else? Right? So summers, right? Summers before and after kids, right? Man, YouTube. I don't know about you, but I really like the quiet. And when I drop my kids off at at their, they have like this little program that they do after school, at the after school programs and stuff, and we pay money. I don't know if you guys pay money at like YMCA or Boys and Girls Club or whatever, but I really like dropping my kids off and just kind of having my day, right? I mean, my days off are like, Tuesday, Wednesday, and some days holidays will coordinate and I'll get that 3 day. Man, does a 3 day feel good, right? You gotta love the 3 days, right? 2 days are all right, but I don't like the splits. It reminds me of like a 7-10 split, and I'm going bowling. You know what I mean? It's like it's brutal, right? So just those days off that are synchronized in a row. There's nothing like that, and I like to drop my kids off, right, and relax, right. I'm about to throw on a game that I actually haven't played. I picked it up on Tuesday of last week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Oh my God, it's been a week. No, no, Thursday I picked it up. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 5 days because my kids are out of school and they love to hang. I mean, I guess it's a good thing, right? Kids want to hang out with you. They want to hang out in the living room and stuff, right? We went out to a Mexican restaurant last night and we had some fajitas. Oh my God, do I love fajitas? Steak. We got fajitas for two, right? Anyone love Mexican food out there? The fajitas, that sizzle. Levi Harris, how you doing out there, man? P8I. We're rolling into 37 minutes, man. I got notes today. Levi, loud Italian here, man. How you doing? How was your day yesterday? It's good to see you. You're back. I don't have regulars, man. How you doing? How you doing? Man, I got play this back when this ends, play it back because I've covered a lot, man. I've covered like I got this controller here. Oh my God, right? I love like I might do a let me know you can hear me. This is my second day using my DJI mic mini. I'm not sponsored or any of that stuff, right? I don't get any residuals, right? I am trying to get monetized, right? We'll see what happens there, but I'm trying to break into those 80s, right? We're at 2.4K now, right? We're over 2,400 views. I'm very happy. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for taking a chance on my channel, right? I appreciate you. I'm trying to get the user experience. Thank you so much. Thank you. Light up the comments below, right? Things that you want to talk about, things that you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like it goes well. I like to think of my like Ben and Jerry's goes well together, right? Peanut butter and jelly goes well together. Coffee and loud Italian, I think they go well. They go pretty well together, right? And yeah, and I was talking about birthday bags. I was talking about movie theaters. I was talking about popcorn, right? Oh, she's good. She's good. She's gonna go in for she's when a woman and a man reach a certain time, right? Like men, they got to go and get their colonoscopy, right? That's a very intimate, right? Like, right? Like it's a uh, you know, um, you're up in delicate territory, if you know what I mean. Sometimes you feel like you got to go and like you want to kind of break in. This is the thing with the relationships and stuff, right? And women have to go and get mammograms and that sort of thing, right? And make sure that they get checked out and that sort of thing. So she's gonna go in, and we're getting older, right? I'm 44. She's gonna be turning 40 in August, and but yeah, she's good. She's good. Thank you for asking. Thank you for remembering. Thank you for joining me. Right. I was talking about yeah, just a lot of stuff. I got notes. I got notes, YouTube. I came prepared today. But it was kind of funny this morning. I was talking about roller skating rinks. I was talking about tribal jungle music that they play. I was talking about like when you go out, when you leave your house, it's exciting, and then you're like, you know what? I just want to get home again. I just want to relax, right? And so that's what I'm gonna do. Um, I'm gonna maybe make myself another cup of coffee. I might stream. I got a new game. I might stream a game. And so if you want to stick around for that, I'll get that set up a little bit later. We're at 40 minutes, and so I don't know. This is probably going to take all day to upload, but I want to break. We're at 2.4. We went from like nothing to 1.4 to 2.1 to 2.4. Thou, not thousand. Yeah, 2,400 some odd views. So thank you. I want to thank you, YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me. You know what I mean? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking a chance. And hopefully this brings you some joy, right? Light it up in the comments, right? Um, but yeah, I mean that's about all I have. We're 40 minutes in. We covered a lot. And I'm pretty satisfied. I had a lot to share. You know what I mean? Play it back, Levi. And like let me know. Let me know like what resonated with you and what you had questions about. I just got questions, right? Some things. Talking about movie chairs and cold theaters and if it's ever too early to eat popcorn and like buying movie tickets like it used to be and now buying it online and then like showing a QR code to the attendant, right? Who are like 2 16-year-olds that don't really care. They don't really give a damn. Um and yeah, and rolling with certain groups, right? And other people trying to jump into your group and you're like, "You know what? I don't really want anyone else to jump in the group. I mean, we're kind of good here, you know? And so, but yeah, like my dad got back all right. He's back doing his thing and, company, you know what I mean? Company is one thing, but it's like it's good. It's good to get kind of back into when you're like you kind of shed that lining, right? And you're like, it's back to your wife, yourself, your kids, right? And you kind of get back into that it's easier, right? There's not a lot of unknowns there. So, how do you get to 50 likes or subs? Be consistent, right? I'm learning too, right? And have like your identity, right? Try not to be like anyone else. Try to have a camera, right? Talk right into it. It's gonna get easier, right? It feels awkward. It's still a little awkward to me, but find your groove. Find your niche, I guess. And don't be afraid to f up, right? Everyone f's up, right? Everyone is gonna screw up. If you're good at something, right? If you're good at tying a tie, or you're good at tips and tricks, or like something that you discovered, or you're talented with like singing, or people just want to feel they just want to see feel seen, heard, valued, and appreciated. I think I feel like that's where it's at, right? um and honor their time, right? If you're going to title something, right, and you end up talking about something completely different, kind of bring it back if you can. People do like awkward silences or pauses and people who stumble on words. It's more relatable. You don't need to necessarily edit it. I mean, you can do that if you want to, but just try it out. Try different stuff out, right? Let's try it out. Um, yeah, I mean, if you're out there and you're doing just make sure that they can see you, right? You connect better if you have a camera. And I'm just throwing up my phone, right? But most importantly, and they will forgive you on this, like like sound is more important than sight. Like a grainy video is more forgiven than sound that is like terrible, right? So that's why, yeah, use your phone. Use your phone. I mean, it's gonna pick you up on the recorder or whatever, your voice for your phone. But get yourself a mic, right? Get yourself a really nice mic. You know, DJI mic minis, the DJIs are great. That's what I'm using. This is only my second time using it. Um, and if you're outside, like if you're fishing or whatever, and I heard you right, then have like a like get like a little windscreen, like the DJI. Let me I actually have it set up, but I have a little box and it comes in there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mike, you can go. I mean, it all depends on how much, how much you can spend, how much you want to invest in a nice microphone. Like if you're gonna be outdoors and do your outdoors thing, I recommend like a windscreen and like a mic mini, right? That'll do just fine. So that way, when you speak, right, the sound isn't distorted and stuff. Um, I can turn up my microphone, right? Like I can do that right now. And there's actually a gain volume, which is basically a mic. And so I actually haven't tried testing this yet, but this is my mic at 0. This is my mic at 6. This is my mic back at 0. I don't know if you heard the sound there, but yeah, like it's good. But if you're inside, I would get like I would if you can, I would get yourself like a Blue Yeti X, or if you can afford it, get yourself a Shure microphone. Um Not that you don't have to get something super expensive, right? Like upgrade it over a period of time, but like it all depends on what you're doing, what your function is, right? So if you're outside, get yourself a windscreen and a mic mini, right? Or something equivalent. It's not very expensive. Generous battery life up to like 10 hours. Um, you'll be fine on your phone for a while. And then get yourself like a nice microphone, like a Shure microphone, right? Like I have a true story, I haven't used it yet. Just because like and I have an arm, right? An Elgato microphones are great. Shure microphones are really, really great. And the mic minis are great too. So it all depends. Like the more you invest in yourself, right? And the more confident that you get, and the better you're gonna be, right? I mean, just like anything else, the more you practice, the better you get. And it's not about perfection, it's about progress, right? It's about progress, about being consistent. It's about, delivering something for your audience. Don't copy anyone else, be yourself. It's all right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks for joining me again, Levi. Thank you for hanging out. Um, and again, hopefully this stuff helps you out, and I'm trying to get better and just be a student, right? It- it's you know, be confident, be open, be honest, be transparent, right? We all screw up. So, yeah. It was interesting. Thank you so much. I'm glad we were able to have this conversation. This is great. Just chatting with my viewers. So, um but yeah, I just yeah, let me know. Let me know you guys can hear me. Welcome. Oh, thank you for giving the advice. Yeah, I'm glad it helped. Yeah, just take any of it, play it back. I mean, YouTube Premium is great, so you can play it back as much as you want. And you know, if you want to see this face more and hear this voice, right? I plan on doing this, right? So I do my walks, right? My active walks and movement, and I'm gonna have my microphone on more, because I've noticed that I could probably sound better because my voice has been picked up on my phone. So yeah, so yeah, that's it. That's about all I have. YouTube. Um, We covered a lot. I'm glad everyone was able to jump in. Again, thank you again, Levi. Thank you. Thank you, Abra. Thank you, I Belong. Thank you, Agardo. Thank you, David. Thank you, Jax, Mike's, Red. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for hanging out, you two. Appreciate you. I had a lot of fun. We're at 50 minutes. So I think that's enough, right? I think that's enough. So, but again, yeah, this is at 0 gain. This is at 6 gain. This is at 6 gain. This is at 0 gain. All right. We're all set. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you again. Thank you again so much, you two. Appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out. We covered a lot today. So you enjoy this. Hope you like, subscribe, leave a comment. I love to do this stuff. I'm trying to get better and more confident on the camera, right? And this isn't unedited. This is unedited, right? I do f up naturally on this, and so I'm okay with that. But yeah, thank you so much, YouTube. Thank you. Appreciate you. Have a beautiful day. I'll catch you in the next one. All right. Peace. Like, subscribe, leave a